So like I said before, your boy may have forgotten something.
Of course. Okay.
Huh. That is my bad. I accidentally forgot to pick up that helmet. That is my bad. If you hear me just freaking out, it's because the Texans, not Texans, the Astros. Oh shit, they're still here. Why? It's like, what's the point? Oh, actually.
Enemy unit sighted. Okay. This one's out. Certainly. Of course. Advance. Surrender. You were helpless before the blast of
There we go. Golly, how many more? Theoretically, there should be nothing in here, considering you've already done this. Nope. Perfect. East. Rizzo doubled, but Stan strikes out swinging. You don't understand. Oh. You get that one, I get this one. Hey, stop trying to hit me, man. Doing stuff. Thank you. Uh,
They're here.
fuck. Hey, Verdugo struck out. Yo, man. How to pick up that cybernetic helmet, man. This guy. There we go.
This one's out.
There we go. No, I guess Birdie got a single or something. Now it's 2-1 Yankees.
You just made my day.
Yeah, I figured. Yo, none of you guys gonna help me. This is gonna annoy you, I'm sorry. I don't know about the next one. I don't know when this will be over, but for the next one, of course, you guys will be choosing. But you guys can also choose the teammates. Now, obviously, we can't use the following people, but
Unwise to battle the power cosmic.
you know what I'm saying? Damn.
Guess that means
I'm gonna rip this motherfucker apart.
that's what I call not.
Alright, perfect.
You can.
Tucker? I feel like Cal Tucker.
You
Be-
just made my day.
He's
Boy, am I glad to see
Okay.
you guys. I've been trying to unlock the door to the bridge, but a helicopter keeps strafing the deck. Can you give me a hand?
Hey, Kyle Tucker straight single to left. Sure, we'll use the anti-aircraft gun to take out anything that threatens you.
Sounds like a plan. All I ask is that you take the helicopter out quick. I don't think I'm gonna last long out in the open.
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
All too easy.
Let's go. Cold strike.
Got it. The door to the bridge is open. Thanks for the assist. I would have been Swiss cheese if you hadn't taken that helicopter out.
Why don't you stay here? We'll check out the bridge. There's no telling what traps AIM might have waiting in there.
You'll get no argument from me. I've had enough excitement for one day.
Damn, Alex Bergman flight out to Juan Soto. Yanni Diaz comes up to bat. This is a contract year for Alex Bergman, so Alex Bergman needs to like lock in. The Astros probably won't be getting him that 10-year deal he's been looking for, but I don't see why we don't. We wouldn't sign him for like a 10-year, not a 10-year, but like a 5-6-year deal. I mean, Altuve signed a 5-year, $125 million deal. But then again, Jose wanted to stay here, so I think he was more than willing to take a pay cut. But that's just my 2 cents into the matter. You know what I'm saying? Anyways. Foul. Oh, a ball. So it's a 1-1 count for Yanni Diaz. What's this for frozen in place?
That would be due to the entropy device I've developed. You will remain immobile till as long as I hold this button.
Double play. Damn it. We don't have time for this insanity.
I'm afraid you have no other options. Now, to keep things interesting, you'll receive an electrical shock for every incorrect answer you give. Let's begin, shall we? How far is the Earth from the Sun? Oh, that was a lucky guess.
Move fast before you can immobilize us.
What is the half-life of strontium-90?
I actually don't know this one.
Oh, your answer was incorrect. Isn't that shocking? Which of the following is not a subatomic particle? Somehow you're cheating.
Right at him while we're free.
Which race exterminated itself with technology from the Watchers? Impossible! Is one of you reading my mind?
We answered the questions correctly. We're free.
Deal is off. You tricked me somehow. Guards, attack! Colossal crash!
Galactic might. Of course.
With Modok out the way, we can shut down Omega Base. Let's go.
Nice strike, but you lose. You did it. Stop the Omega Base. Well done.
No problem, Dugan. We stop huge mobile laboratories that are about to destroy dams all the time.
Guys, that was one for the books. There's no time to relax. Colonel Fury wants you back at Stark Tower immediately. Stay where you are, and I'll pick you up in the Quinjet.
You did a good job on the Omega Base team. You saved thousands of lives and billions of dollars in SHIELD equipment.
Did the Masters of Evil steal anything other than the super soldier serums?
Yes, a device known as the mutant amplifier. It magnifies a mutant's natural powers.
So what's our next move?
Until we locate Doom's base, nothing. And since all we're doing is cooling our heels, I want you to investigate a report that there's a riot taking place in Atlantis. See Wyatt Wingfoot, and he'll take you to S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Atlantis outpost. Or if you'd like more information, talk to the Black Widow.
Oh, the portal's still there. That's wild.
Welcome, and good day to you. I am Edwin Jarvis, personal butler to Mr. Anthony Stark. This area is where Mr. Stark carries out the research and development of his Iron Man suit. As you can imagine, the body armor has become so complex that a staff of technicians is required. You may walk around and inspect the facilities. I believe you'll already find several of your compatriots here.
Who are you and how'd you get in here?
The name's Jack Hammer, but you can call me Weasel. Everyone does. Yeah, and don't worry, I came in through the back. No one saw me.
What do you want?
Wyatt Wingfoot gave me a damaged laptop. Said you heroes wanted to know what data was on it.
Did you find anything out?
Yeah, that laptop holds security information for a building called the Imperium.
What's the Imperium?
I can find out, but you'll have to get me the password into S.H.I.E.L.D.'s priority files. Oh, there's 3 possibilities. Jacob Fury, Baron Strucker, or Gabriel Jones. Talk to Vision. He'll be able to help.
Don't mind me. Just gonna switch out the team real quick.
Iron Man.
May Agamotto watch over us.
Okay.
Need to grab something here. Pardon me.
Sure.
Alright, perfect. Change out Iron Man, bring in Colossus again.
Colossus.
Let's move out.
Ah, shit, hold on.
Could I ask a big favor of you?
Sure, what do I need? I mean, what do you
Could
need?
you ask Dr. Pym if he could take a look at the Quinjet's data feed to Stark Tower? It cuts out every once in a while.
I'll let him know.
Anytime.
cybernetic helmet. Thanks. I owe you one. Ah, it was no problem at all.
Welcome, my friend. Do you require information? Hello again. How may...
Who is Namor?
Namor is the first known hybrid of Homo sapiens and Homo mermanus, humans and merpeople. He can breathe water and air, but if he's away from water too long, he will begin to weaken.
How does it feel about humans?
As with most merpeople, he has an inborn distrust of surface dwellers, and true to his belligerent nature, Namor can take his distrust to the extreme.
Who are the Atlanteans?
The Atlanteans are distant cousins to your race. Having evolved on the ocean floor, it is impossible for them to breathe air.
In what other ways do humans and merpeople differ?
Because they live in the extreme conditions of the ocean, merpeople are very hardy. They are stronger than humans, can swim up to 30 miles per hour, and live to be over 150 years of age.
What do you know about Nick Fury's brother Jacob?
I know it's a name Colonel Fury would just as soon forget. Jacob Fury was so jealous of his older brother's success that he turned to a life of crime.
There's a surprise.
Yes, and to make matters worse, the Colonel was forced to kill Jacob. So you can see why Colonel Fury does not care to dwell on that name.
What do you know about Nick? Oh, well.
I would suggest you talk to the Black Widow about that name. I am glad to be of assistance.
Hi, it's good to see you. Do you need something?
What does the mutant amplifier do?
The mutant amplifier vastly augments any mutant's natural power. So a psychic that can lift a book will become powerful enough to lift a bus.
That's incredible.
Yes, but it has some serious side effects. The amplifier causes damage to the DNA of any mutant it's used on.
What will Doctor Doom do with the super soldier serum?
Not much. The serum's only worked on Captain America. There's something very peculiar about his physique. That, plus the doctor who originally developed it, is dead.
What if Doom uses it in its present form?
He'd wind up with a bunch of muscle-bound beasts, just like you saw in the Omega. They're psychotic, violent, unable to take orders. Not exactly what you'd want from an army.
Why needs you to look at a data feed?
Ah, that's right. The Quinjet's comm line to the Stark Tower was cutting out. I'll take care of that right away.
Thanks, Hank.
It was no problem at all.
We just received a message from Namorita, the cousin of Namor. Apparently, there is a riot going on in Atlantis.
What's the cause?
Unknown, but for some reason, the Atlanteans have forcibly removed Namor from his throne.
But the Atlanteans love Namor.
Yes, which means something is seriously wrong. See Wyatt when you are ready to go to S.H.I.E.L.D.'s outpost in Atlantis. You are quite... Hello, Daredevil.
Hello, Natasha.
That sounds so nervous. Why would the Atlanteans attack Namor?
We do not know. He has been a fair and just ruler for many years. The people love him.
He's better headstrong. Maybe he finally went too far.
Perhaps. But Namor has always been kind to his people. There has to be some other explanation for this mass hysteria.
Are the Atlanteans friendly?
When Mer people and surface dwellers first met, there was quite a bit of hostility. There were even several invasion attempts.
But we're allies now, aren't we?
The relationship between our two races is lukewarm at best. The Mer people prefer to keep us at arm's distance.
How will we get around Atlantis?
Once you reach our Atlantis outpost, you will be infected with a special nanotechnology. Mr. Fantastic and Dr. Pym had a hand in developing it.
What's this technology do?
It will allow you to breathe water with no discomfort. You will also be able to move along the bottom of the ocean, as if you were moving on dry land.
Does Colonel Fury know a Baron Stroker?
I would not say that name too loud. He is a leader of Hydra, and a longtime nemesis of Colonel Fury.
Do you know Gabriel Jones?
You should ask Colonel Fury about Mr. Jones.
Thanks for the information, Black Widow.
Quite welcome.
Do you need something else? You're welcome. Do you need something else?
Why does S.H.I.E.L.D. have an outpost near Atlantis?
S.H.I.E.L.D.'s directive is to keep the world peace. To do that, we have to monitor the activities of every major civilization.
What would the Atlanteans do if they discovered an outpost?
I'm sure they wouldn't be too happy, and that's why they aren't going to find out about it.
Any new information on the Masters of
We
Evil?
realize now that Doom had no intention of commandeering the helicarrier. They attacked to draw additional security forces there.
And that would leave the Omega base vulnerable.
Correct. The Omega and the experiments it held was their prime objective all along.
How's the Omega base?
Dugan's still trying to sort things out, but apparently the base sustained only minor damage.
Did they locate the rest of the base personnel?
Yes, they'd been locked in a cold storage unit on level 3. Aside from some minor cases of frostbite, everyone was fine.
Do you know someone named Gabriel Jones?
Gabe? Heck yes. He's a great guy. Back in the day, he was one of my howling commandos.
Was he a good soldier?
He still is. Gabe's one of my top advisors. He saved me from making serious mistakes more times than I care to remember.
Thank you, Colonel Fury.
Welcome.
Let's talk to Weasel. Where's he at?
Hey, how's it going? Yeah? What's up?
Who does the laptop belong to?
It definitely belongs to the Black Widow. It's got her fingerprints all over it.
Did you get any data from it?
For most techs, it would have been a lost cause, but for me, I managed to drag up a few tidbits of information.
What was on the Black Widow's laptop?
It mostly dealt with a building called the Imperium.
The Imperium? What's that?
I don't know, but that laptop had the layout of the building and all kinds of information about the security.
Can you find out what the Imperium is?
I can, but you need to get me Fury's password into S.H.I.E.L.D.'s priority files. I bet I'll find everything you want to know.
But we can't ask him for the password. Do you have any idea what it would be?
My sources tell me it's one of 3 possibilities. Jacob Fury, Baron Strucker, or Gabriel Jones.
So which one is it?
That's what I need you to find out. Talk to Vision. He'll be able to help.
I know what the password is. Gabriel Jones.
Thanks. When you get back from Atlantis, I'll have all the information you need.
Thanks, Weasel.
Sure. Anytime.
Ah, splendid. You located the missing cufflink. It was a gift from Miss Virginia Potts when she had been Mr. Stark's secretary. Good day. How can I be of assistance?
Who are you?
My name is Edwin Jarvis, and I'm Mr. Anthony Stark's butler, as well as the butler for the Avengers.
How did you become a butler?
You could say it runs in my blood. My mother and father worked for Mr. Stark's parents.
What is Stark Tower?
It is a dream of Mr. Stark's that was 4 years in the making. The top 3 floors are his living quarters. The rest of the building houses his business interests.
Business interests? Doesn't he deal in weapons development for the government?
No, not any longer. Mr. Stark recently had a change of heart concerning that particular field of industry.
What is this section of Stark Tower?
This is primarily where new Iron Man suits are built for Mr. Stark.
I thought Stark designed the suits himself.
Oh, indeed he does. But as his designs have grown more and more complex, he has required assistance in manufacturing them.
Thank you, Jarvis.
It's my pleasure.
Has Tony Stark got it made or what? He's rich, he's a genius, and to top it all off, he's got the perfect mustache.
Thanks, Spider-Man.
Sure. Have you seen the view from this place? It's fantastic. All I can see is the back of a pizzeria from where I live.
Hi, Spider-Man. You seem a little tense.
Gee, I can't see why. Dr. Doom's in control of an army of supervillains, and the Black Widow is working for him.
It's not that
Are you
bad.
off your meds? The only thing that would make this worse is if the Earth were destroyed to make way for an intergalactic highway.
Do you really think Black Widow's a traitor?
Of course she is. Hey, I've been at the superhero game long enough to know that the hot chicks always turn evil. Probably because evil pays better.
Why don't you tell Colonel Fury about her?
If one of Nick's little S.H.I.E.L.D. agents is turned to the dark side, then Nicky will have to figure it out for himself.
It's your responsibility to tell Colonel Fury about the Black
No,
Widow.
it isn't.
Yes, it is. You have great power, and with great power, there must also
If you
come.
finish that sentence, I'm gonna put so much web in your hair, you'll have to shave your head.
Thanks, Spider-Man.
Sure. Hi again. Shall we Sure.
I must admit, I find news of a S.H.I.E.L.D. outpost near Atlantis very intriguing. You are... Hello, my friend. I trust all is well.
Hi, T'Challa. I'm doing fine. What's so interesting about the S.H.I.E.L.D. outpost?
Now I know the extent S.H.I.E.L.D. is willing to go to gather information on countries with closed borders.
Doesn't your country, Wakanda, have close borders?
Indeed, it does. And now I wonder if perhaps S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't have an outpost hidden there.
Why does Wakanda have close borders?
We have the largest deposit of vibranium in the world. To open our borders would be an invitation to those who would conquer us.
People have invaded Wakanda?
Over the centuries, fools have tried. But the Black Panther is always there to stop them.
Are you concerned about Dr. Doom?
Indeed I am. Victor Von Doom has created a sizable army of supervillains.
What do you think he's up to?
I don't know. But Doom must have a truly grand scheme to risk attacks on the helicarrier and the Omega base.
You are... I know seeing the Super Soldier project has raised some concerns about S.H.I.E.L.D., but let's get all the facts before we cause any trouble. Hi, what's new?
Hello, Cap. Do you think S.H.I.E.L.D. is a reputable
I
organization?
think S.H.I.E.L.D. has a lot to deal with, and sometimes it makes mistakes. But historically, it's done a great job of keeping the peace.
Didn't you see the way they were turning volunteers into monsters on Omega
I
base?
saw they were testing out a new version of the Super Soldier Serum, the same type of drug that gave me my strength and agility.
You took the Super Soldier Serum?
Yes. During World War II, I volunteered for Operation Rebirth. It was a program for creating physically superior soldiers.
What
I
happened?
exceeded their expectations. Unfortunately, Dr. Erskine, the man who developed the drugs, was killed, and no one's been able to recreate his work.
Do you think the Black Widow's up to
I
something?
have to admit, things sound kind of suspicious. Like, why was she carrying that laptop during the attack on the helicarrier?
So you think she's a spy?
No. I'd need a lot more evidence before I'd say something like that about the Black Widow.
Thanks, Captain America.
Anytime, friend.
Stark Tower's a beauty, isn't she? I consider her one of my greatest achievements.
Thanks, Iron Man.
Anytime, my friend. Anytime at all. Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Iron Man. Thanks for letting us use Stark Tower as a headquarters.
No problem. Our little task force needed a base, so it seemed like the thing to do.
The tower must have cost a fortune to build.
I wasn't worried about the cost. That is, until S.H.I.E.L.D. and I had our little disagreement.
You've had trouble with S.H.I.E.L.D.?
More like they had trouble with me. I wanted out of the weapons business. I can't tell you how many breach of contract suits they filed.
They sued you?
That was just the beginning. Suddenly I had trouble getting building permits, filing patents. Don't get me started on how my taxes changed.
Why did you want out of the weapons development?
I'm not sure exactly. One morning I realized I needed to do more than just amass wealth. I wanted to help people, and weapons aren't that helpful.
But weapons development wasn't earning you
You
billions.
really don't need that many billions to get by. No, my life's taking a new course. I want to be remembered for helping lives, not destroying them.
Thanks, Iron Man.
Anytime, my friend. Anytime at all.
The Black Widow is up to something, I just know it. Did you see how nervous she was on the helicarrier?
Thanks, Electro.
You're welcome. What can I do for you?
Is the Black Widow working for Dr. Doom?
Sure looks like it. She must have been trying to get that laptop to the enemy during the helicarrier battle.
So you think the enemy wants information on the Imperium?
Yes. That laptop shows all security systems for the building. And from the looks of those systems, the Imperium must hold something valuable.
Should we tell Colonel Fury about the Black Widow?
Not yet. She's his second in command. We're going to need some pretty strong evidence to shake Fury's faith in her.
You really think he'd need more evidence?
Yes. Colonel Fury's trust doesn't come easily, and once given, it's nearly impossible to break.
Could our emotions be clouding your judgment towards the Black Widow?
Okay, so Daredevil and I were close several years back. And the Black Widow and Daredevil were close not so long ago.
So maybe you're jealous of her.
No, I'm not. I'm long over Daredevil. If he can find happiness with the Black Widow, I wish them both the best.
Thanks, Electro.
You're welcome.
One last person to talk to. Wolverine.
I've heard people complaining about S.H.I.E.L.D. since we got back from the Omega. I'm telling you, it's gotta stop.
Thanks. What, Wolverine?
Sure thing, bub. Hey, bub. What's up?
Hi, Wolverine. Do you trust S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I trust Nick Fury. He's pulled my fat out of the fire more times than I can remember.
But what about the experience beyond Omega?
Look, Fury does what he has to keep the world safe. He ain't always got the luxury of playing by the rules.
Do you trust the Black Widow?
I've known her for a while. She's always been good in a fight. And Fury trusts her.
What about the information Weasel found on her laptop?
Unless that meathead Weasel comes up with better evidence, I ain't believing nothing against the Black Widow.
You're pretty loyal to Fury.
Of course I am. He's been loyal to me. After all the trouble I had with the Hand recently, I owe Fury my life 12 times over.
What happened with the Hand?
Let's just say that evil bunch of psychos got hold of me and turned me into their assassin. It caused a lot of people a lot of pain. But Fury helped me out, kept me alive, and I'll never forget that.
Thanks, Wolverine.
Sure thing, bub.
Alright, but that's gonna be it. So we can just go ahead and get started with the Atlantis mission another day. But you know, like, comment, subscribe, guys. Do all those good things. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.